Monday sets the stage. It is the national championship in college football, and it's a beautiful one that we haven't seen in quite some time. We discussed it in detail yesterday. If you missed it, go check it out at Sports Talk ATL on the YouTube. But it's time for our official predictions, and I'm going to let you go first because this one's especially tough for me. Like, do I give my prediction with my heart, what I want to happen, what I need to happen for my wallet, or do I give it what I think? I just don't know.
I was wrong on both semifinals. I thought Texas was going to beat Washington, and I thought Bama was going to beat Michigan. And I didn't cover either of them. So if you're listening to this and you are a gambling man, I would just go the opposite. So with that being said,
Washington though we covered.
Oh, I did cover.
We had a close game. We covered it. We didn't. We predicted Texas to win though.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I think 4.5 is too much, is what my mind says. It's like, that's way too much because Washington can score with anybody in the league. I mean, they have one of the most prolific passing attacks in the country. Michael Penix can absolutely spin it. Their receiving core is as good as any in the country. But the line is sketchy. So I'm going to go with Michigan. And I think that if Michigan wins, it's not going to be a close game. I do think that if Washington can hang around and kind of make it a last possession kind of game, well, you got to feel great about your chances with Washington because they can go 80 yards in a blink. Whereas, I don't know if Michigan really has that in him. I know that J.J. McCarthy drove the Wolverines down the field and tied the game late in the semifinal game. I just don't know, and Bama's defense is far better than Washington's. I will give them credit. I just don't know if they have that in them consistently. So what I'm going to go is I see this line at 48.5 or 4.5, and the total's at 56. I think it's going to be pretty ugly. I'm thinking like 31-21. The over hits. It's not even really a sweat. One of the more disappointing national championships in recent memory.
Oh, you said 38?
I said 31-21. So
the over. Not over, isn't it 54.5?
Oh, it absolutely is. And I have the over. So we're going 34-24. I think about it. I think it's going to be about a 10-point game if Michigan wins. I do think the over hits regardless. I already got it at 55.5. It's already up to 56.5. I think it's going to get even higher than that. I think that if Michigan wins, it's going to be like a 10-point game.
Yeah, I think my favorite bet of this one is the over, and you can take that for what it is. I mean, it could just mean that it goes way under or something like that. But I think this Michigan offense, they're a machine against bad defenses. And I don't think Washington's defense is bad, but they're not great. They're not what they faced in the Big Ten. You saw that team, have some really good drives against Alabama, particularly late in the game. I think Michigan will be able to run the ball at will. I see Blake Corum going for well over 100 yards, maybe sniffing closer to 200. And I think he could do that and they could still lose, just for the record. I think it is going to be a high-scoring affair because the only way I see Michigan stopping Washington is if they consistently pressure, absolutely kill Michael Penix, which is a possibility. We talked about it yesterday. But I'm with you. I think Michigan wins. I think they cover. I'm more along the lines of like 40-28 or something like that. I think it goes way over. I really think Michigan's going to offensively, like everyone talks about that defense and Michigan and this hard pound defense, but this offense isn't bad. And you saw that at the end of the Bama game. I think they're going to be able to lean on that Washington defense throughout the game, run the ball at will. I think J.J. McCarthy he's a game manager, but he's better than that. Like he makes the right plays, and when he needs to make a throw, he's able to do it. I think there's going to be opportunities in this game for him to take advantage of Washington's secondary. So I like Michigan to win. Unfortunately, that would obviously crush my future that I've been riding with this entire season. But I picked against Washington the last two times. I picked Oregon to win. I only picked them to lose by 3. I picked them to cover both times, but I picked them to lose the game. This time I'm picking them to lose and not cover. Hopefully I'm wrong. I pray to God I'm wrong. I will be the biggest Husky that there is, but I do not have a great feel. I just feel like this is where it all comes crashing down.
This game feels like it could go any direction. Like there's so many different directions.
Such a great season. I just like capping this off. This is their toughest test by far. Test by far. Coming up after the break, the Braves are about close to signing the top international prospect in baseball.